Ready? Mic check. Mic check. 1, 2, 3, 4. Three, four. All right. Let me go ahead and share this out. There's that. All righty. Wait for a few people. Come on in. And what is going on, folks? Hit that like button as you come in. I went back to the ghetto live stream, the bootleg screen. Ah. Yay! I just got a message from Twitter. So, let me erase that message there. Let me get my articles ready. We start out with some Xbox X news. Well, two things actually. So there's this one right here. There we go. We'll put that on the screen first. He said there's no mic here. Well, okay. I would certainly hope not. So, all righty, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the podcast. It's 8 a.m. on the East Coast. Why am I starting an hour early? Because I got some stuff to do between about 9:15. So that pretty much sums that up real quick. Trying to find something on. Trying to find something on TV that I can just kind of have in the background. So there you go. All right, then. What's up, Pug? What's happening? So shout out to everybody that's here, everybody that's coming later, everybody that's listening now. Shout out to everybody on the Twitter machine that's up and running around. So we'll go ahead and get started here. Let me go ahead and welcome you all to the podcast. We're live with StreamYard this morning, and I'm going to share some information. I'm going to talk about the coronavirus. Going to mention put my 2 cents in on this whole Matt's Gaming thing because he's gone full retard, and it's just time to go ahead and and bust some cheeks on that one. And we'll go ahead and talk about some gaming news. So we'll go ahead and get started right now. First thing, we'll start with Xbox X or Scorpio. Right now, Xbox Scorpio is on sale, ladies and gentlemen. The Fallen Jedi game, which is a good game, by the way. But you can go ahead and get this game for $2.99 or $2.99. You can go ahead and get the bundle for $2.99, which comes with the game. And so again, I recommend it if you don't have this game at all and you don't have an Xbox and you've been waiting, on Xbox to come down in price or something like that. This is actually a good buy. This is at Best Buy and I believe at Walmart. And this is the Fallen Order. It's about a Jedi who has got purged. And it's about a Jedi who got purged and, escaped Order 66 when he was a child. And it's a pretty good game. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. It kind of, there's nothing new in the game. If it had been a movie, if a movie had been based on that, I would have it would have been a good movie. So yeah, I know most people already have it, Pug. Oh, what's up, Ice Queen? He said Sick Humor deleted his Twitter account. Oh, did he? Okay. Well, I mean, again, shout out to Sick Humor, the big homie Sick. He was up late last night streaming a game. So I need to find out, because when I stream from now on, I want to stream to Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. So, but I have no idea how to set all that up. So yeah, I beat it on PS4 as well. So yeah, it's a good game. I thoroughly enjoyed it. So, but yeah, it's I'm just letting people know, because people are always like, well, people are bashing Xbox. Nobody talks positive about Xbox. Yeah. I mean, look, I'm just letting people know that if you're what's up, Ice Queen? If you're interested in getting an Xbox X with a game, let me make that clear, with a game, and you don't want to buy a PC, here is a good buy. I mean, again, this is a good buy. Now, this is also available at Walmart. All right. If you go to Walmart, your local Walmart, this sale just started. And this is a good bundle. I mean, this is the cheapest I've ever seen Xbox X with the game. I know there were some fire sales and it was $199, but here you go with this game. So he said Xbox sucks. No, it doesn't suck. I mean, they got some suck fans. I mean, let's just be honest. The console itself, because I've had it, the console is a good console. They've got a stupid fan base. They do. They've got some moist ass people in that fan base. Let's keep it 100%. What's up, Ice Queen? Hopefully, if I come over to England to say hi this year, you'll be single and we can go and have a pint at the pub and with some what do people in England eat? It's like the wave. I don't know. We have to go eat some ribs though. As a black man, I demand that we go to a rib spot. So Xbox is a mess because of the fans. I think it truly is. I mean, because the people that I know that have Xbox they aren't this stupid. But this is a good deal if you don't have an Xbox, if you're on the fence, if you don't know about buying one. This is a good deal. Okay? This is a good deal. I don't Derwin, I agree with you. They got some stupid ass fans. But I think everybody can admit that $299 for an Xbox X with a game. Let's make that clear. And of course it'll come with Xbox Live and probably Game Pass and stuff like that. Well, Materazzi, I get it. I mean, you know, but I am the messiah of Xbox, so I'm bringing some Xbox news, and if people want one that are on the fence, I'm gonna sit up there. I'm gonna recommend people buy this. This is $300, and it comes with the game. So this is actually a good deal. And if it was a PlayStation Pro and it came with the game, I would say it was a good deal as well. But this is actually a real good deal. We'll stay in the Xbox camp here for briefly, and we'll move to the next Xbox story from Tech Radar. And something that Microsoft is doing is kind of gone under the radar. I'm not seeing a lot of people report this week. Of course, I am the source that you need to come to for Xbox gaming news. And this is about Series X. So well, I'll share this on the screen. Ice Queen is with Mr. Freeze. Oh, no. Okay, well, maybe we can all go out for a pint. You know, you dig. But this is something that I do. This is from Tech Radar. This was a couple days ago. Excuse me. But says Xbox Series X could sport immense immersive sound to rival a PS5. Again, one of the big things PS5 is going to have is the hardware-based ray tracing sound, which now it's now being reported by Tech Radar that Xbox is going to have something similar. And so this kind of, we'll read this article here. Let me go over here. So it says here, it says another console, another 3D audio chip. Rumor has it that the hotly anticipated Xbox Series X could feature the kind of immersed spatial audio that we're expected to see in the also soon to be released PS5. Say that a description of a GDC 2020 presentation that will be held on March 18th by Microsoft's senior technical audio specialist, Robert Winhala, I believe that's the way you say that, reveals that newer generation Xbox consoles will sport dedicated hardware acceleration. Hardware acceleration is the use of a special processor to speed up certain tasks, much like the 3D audio chip that Mark Cerny, architect for the PS5, has confirmed will come to the next gen PlayStation. So we already know this is coming to the PlayStation. So there's so GDC next month, actually it's like a month from now, GDC will Microsoft may announce something similar or the same thing, which I think is a good thing, because if 3D spatial sound, it will change the way you play, because it'll give you a sensation from this one side of your body, then you will turn to that side. It won't be this overall sound like Resident Evil Part 2 or the remake of Resident Evil 2. They wanted you to play with the headset on, but you couldn't really tell where things were coming from. That was part of the game. That was part of the immersion of the game. Days Gone, part of that game is that you didn't know where the swarm or the horde, whatever you want to call it, was coming from. That was part of the game. But with 3D sound, you'll be able to map that in your head. The way we hear is amazing, how it paints a picture in our head for our brain to react to. So you just won't hear birds chirping with 3D spatial sound. You'll hear the bird to be chirping, but it will sound like it's coming from on top of you, like the birds flying over you chirping, like when you're walking down the street. So you'll look up, so it'll be something like that. But yeah, I'm very excited about this for the people who plan on getting Series X. Okay, for the people who plan on getting Series X. So, and so most games want you to play with headphones on. Yeah, I mean, I agree. I've got a good set of headphones. I've got the Steel Series 7.1, but low key, I am looking to buy some 3D audio headset. So, so it said coulda, shoulda. Well, I mean, we're going to get confirmation next month. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure we're going to get it next month. So, but we'll find out. I mean, I think it's a good idea. They said watching Zaire podcast nowadays felt like mental patient brawl. Oh my goodness, y'all are silly. Leave my man Zaire alone. He's a good dude. He said you arrived. Well, I've only been on for about 15 minutes talking about Xbox. So Pug says he's buying PS5, not Xbox Series S. Well, I mean, again, that's fine. That's fine. But as the messiah of Xbox, as the only man in the, what do you all say, the YouTube gaming streets that is going to tell you the truth about Xbox, I got to give out my accurate information. So, shout out to the Nightbot. What is happening with the Nightbot? How you doing? So, what's up, Spartan God? He says Jack Reacher has no life. Yeah, I mean, again, I'm going to talk about that, towards the end of the podcast. I'm disappointed with Mads, be honest with you. I mean, again, all he did was confirm what a lot of people had been saying about him. And so it is really, to me, it's sad. But I'll talk about that a little bit later. So, but his podcast is entertainment. Yeah, I mean, Corey, man, I agree with that. Yeah, shout out to Zaire. To me, his podcast is entertainment. That man is putting on I mean, they got a whole brand that they push over there. So shout out to those brothers. Look, I am not gonna insult black men trying to go ahead and make their way, because it's hard enough in this country. So I'm not going to do that. All I can do is provide a counter and say, look, if you want some accurate information, yeah, I'm here. You know, that's why I'm here. But I'm not going to sit up there and piss all over another podcaster because they do things differently. I mean, Next Gen been doing this way longer than me. He's got a brand. I wish him nothing but the best of luck with this brand. So all those guys over there, you know, and you know, like I said, J-Dub has been instrumental over here. So so it's fun. It's fun to listen to it. What's up, G Hall? You know, what's up there, CRU? How you doing? So you will shit on a SYSBM panel. Why? SYSBM is a organic reaction to the lack of cooperation by black women. That's all SYSBM is. So, you know, nothing, don't make it any more bigger than that. So, so, yeah, it's cool. It's cool. So, yeah, Corey Massey's in the chat. Shout out to Corey Massey. Hadn't seen him in a while. Ryan showing up to this morning? Probably not. It's 8 a.m. and yeah, I'm on to about 9:15. Then I got to run around and do some things, and I won't be back till friggin' 2:30. But yeah, if I believe RGT will be today. I haven't gotten an email or a tweet from anybody saying that it won't be. So. It's 1 o'clock in the UK. Yeah, there's always something going on in the UK. So, how about that one guy quit the royal family? Harry, he just quit. Woke up one morning and quit. So, I mean, there's a lot going on over there they're not talking about that we know about over here. So, so you're tired of the rumor mill? Yeah, I mean, I am too. I that's why I just gave out accurate information. You know, Xbox X is on sale. The Fallen Order, the Jedi Fallen Order game, that's on sale at Best Buy. I'm talking about the bundle. You can get the bundle for $300. That's a good deal. Okay, I don't care. This is not about the console war. Console war is over. The fact is, that's a good deal. If you don't have an Xbox or you're on the fence about getting an Xbox, that's the Xbox to buy, because it comes with the game and it comes with Xbox Live for 30 days for free. I mean, if you don't like it, you can beat the game. I mean, you can buy the console, beat the game, say the console's trash, and then take it back to Best Buy. I mean, that's what I would do, you know. Yeah, it's on sale for PS4. Yeah, you're right. It is. And again, it comes right at the time. It's a perfect time because the movie is about to leave the theaters in a couple of weeks, and it goes to Blu-ray. It goes to Blu-ray in March. I think it's in March 17th. But because I'm on Disney's list, I'll be able to get it March 12th. So and I'll have all the Star Wars movies in 4K. You dig? So that's all of them. I'm talking about all of them. So I've made that 4K conversion. So I buy 4K videos. So since it's 3 months Xbox Live with CPU bill, which are you talking about? So so who pays for movies? Yeah, I do. 4K movies. So they said it snowed here. Yeah, it's very cold here. Me ask it. Let me ask my assistant, Alexa, what's the temperature outside?
Right now, it's 18 degrees Fahrenheit.
Jeez.
Today, expect a high of 38 degrees.
That's brutal. That's just brutal outside. So, So yeah, I buy 4K movies. Said he really liked Bad Boys 3. Yeah, Bad Boys 3 overperformed. So, and shout out to it overperforming. So, okay, let's see. You got a. I'm just looking at your build here. Well, the tempered glass ATX case. You may be able to get that a little bit cheaper. You're going to pay $300 for a Ryzen 3700X 8-core 16-thread. Okay, you may want to look at the 3600X performance-wise versus the 3700. And motherboard is an X570. Yeah. Oh boy, you're going hardcore RGB. Yeah, yeah. That's why you the big money grip, man. That I definitely can't hang with that deal. DDR memory. Yeah, that's pretty good there too. Looks like you're going all. Oh, I see. Your case is RBG. Okay, now I see that. Okay. Going with the 1 terabyte NVMe PCI little E M2. Okay. And CRU, man, he going hardcore, man. Thermalate Tough Power Grand. Oh, 750 watt. Wow. $100. Well, that's how much is that gonna cost? That's looking like let me just what kind of GPU? You don't have your GPU here. Or do you already have your GPU? But yeah, that's a nice build, bro. I hope it works out. So you're going to do the 3600, but I said so does that include your GPU? You have the RX 560 for now. 560. Well, you're going to have to, I mean, I assume you're going to get something different. You know, what's up, JP Loco? Certainly hope you're feeling better, brother. So JP Loco playing Simpsons Hit and Run. There you go. There you go. Ask Fargo weather. It's Fargo here. 18 degrees is bull crap. So that is bull crap. Nah, CRU can spend what he wants. Oh, you're getting the 5700 XT as well. Tell you what, man, for that build, if you're going to get the 5700, man, you could probably get the 450 or 470 keyboard. My gosh, motherboard. Save yourself a little bit of cash right there, and yeah, get that. Look at the 3600X in performance to the 37. As a matter of fact, let's look at it right now. Let me see here. Let's pull it up here. 3600X v 3700. We'll go to the benchmark site that I use. All right, I'm gonna pull up this benchmark, and you can look at these benchmarks yourself. Oh, of course, I'm not going to talk a grown man out of what he wants to buy. I just want you to see the benchmarks. That way, you can make an informed decision. So now this is the 3600 on the right side. This is the 3700. One's 309, one's 211. This is 8 cores at 3.6, and this is, you can see here, this is actually a faster processor. They're both Zen 2, but this is a little bit faster there. Now look at your speed. The one you're going to buy is 1%, is plus 1%. So, but now, and this is the best bench was 4.45, and the best bench over here was 4.5. So. Now we'll go to the user bench. Yeah, 4% faster. You're looking at I mean, hey, look, you my man, 50 grand, but you're looking at paying $100, and you're not getting a huge. You're not getting a whole. I mean, you can 5% overclock. Excuse me. You're 4% better on the user bench. So again, I'm not knocking what you're buying. It's your money. Hey, it is your money. But you know, you're really looking at it being got a much better market share. It's more popular. So you're looking at kind of like a pat on the backside. It's nice to have 17%. But here's your average bench, 92.4 for the 3700X and 91.4. Now, what you have to ask yourself here is you're looking at less than a 1% difference. Is that worth $100? Again, your money. I'm not telling you what to buy. You know, so you know, it's you know, just so you know, you're looking at less than a 1% difference on that. So just so you know. Yeah, can't do 1440p on 30. Yeah, actually you can. If you get the 3600X or 3600 and then you still get the 5700 XT, you will be doing 1440p. So, I mean, you can check that out yourself. There's actual YouTube videos. I can't show them. I'll get a flag. But if you go to YouTube and you type in 3600X and 5700 XT, and you look at the games. I mean, there's some games, and shout out to Jemiah Dixon, like he said, there are some games that are just not built well. Assassin's Creed Odyssey, that game for some reason does not run well on PC. I mean, I'm looking at average bench times of 50 frames a second on that, you know, so, but it's in ultra settings. So you figure, okay, you bring it down to high settings and maybe drop the clouds and the shadows to medium, you might be able to get 58 to 64 on there. So, but yeah, so, so yeah, I like benches. So what's going on, Big Cloud? So, oh, you got some Warframes. Cool. All righty, brother. Definitely we'll do that. So, so JP Local, you said you're still sick. Yeah, there you go. Oh, what's up, Big Cloud? What's happening, brother? So, is RGT still on today, or what's the plan today? I'm off today, so that's why I'm asking. I'll be home. I'll be running around, but I'll be home about 2:30, give or take. Oh man, I got my Avengers game, so I'm signed up for the beta. So I'm excited about that. So I'll be streaming the beta. Oh, okay, cool. So yeah, we'll shout out to Big Cloud who'll be on today. Maybe he'll have a special guest. Maybe he won't. So you're able to watch Sonic the Hedgehog, given the state of your right ear, good movie. Yeah, Sonic wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. So I mean, it was fun to watch. So yeah, it was fun to watch. So you know, is what it is what it is. All right, Big Cloud. Well, if you want an Xbox X, just so you know, Xbox X is on sale at Walmart and Best Buy with a game, the Jedi Fallen Order. It comes with that game. But did you all see the breaking news yesterday with what White Zaddy did? So White Zaddy comes out and he says it's some game called Bayonetta. It's like a 10-year anniversary. So this game, Bayonetta, it is it's 1440p on the Xbox and the Pro. And apparently, according to the Xbox community, it's supposed to be 4K on the X. So once again, according to Zaddy, X didn't give it to you. So I mean, just so you know, X didn't give it to you. So your Mighty Spartan God says he get the good board cheap on the 360, so you can upgrade later. Well, I mean, upgrade to what later? This is AMD's latest CPU, and he, you know, CRU saw the benchmark himself, so he can, you know, make up his own mind. I mean, if you get the 3700, you still get it, but you're not getting that much of a difference, and you're paying $100 more. But hey, look, like I said, it's his money. So you just got Bayonetta, Vanquish, 10th anniversary steelbook. So cool. So LMD CPUs are good or GPUs are dog shit. Okay, well, I have to wait and see on that. That 5700 is beating the crap out of the 2060, so it's actually outselling it. I don't know how it's doing against the 2070. So man, what am I talking about here? So all right, so we'll talk a little bit about the Gran Turismo 5. Is going to target 240 FPS. Now, I think this is for VR. Okay, I think this is for VR. So let's see, GT 240 FPS. So there we go. We're going to use PlayStation Lifestyle. So this is from Monday. Like I said, I've been busy all week long. So, well, yeah, Gran Turismo. What was that? My phone made a weird noise. I have to look at it here in a minute. So, but oh, CRE, yeah, I appreciate the Cash App, brother. Appreciate your gift, man. Thank you, brother. That's $5 extra going to the GPU now. So that's that, like I said, shout out to J-Dub who put us over the mark for the 5600 XT. Jemiah Dixon wants me to hold off for the 5700, and so we'll have to wait and see how that goes. What's up, Hans? And so yeah, but I guess it means yeah, GT-5 or yeah, whatever. You're right. I guess I need to go in there and change that, but I can't. So it just says Gran Turismo. So it says PS5. I meant PS5. Okay, not GT5. I'm sorry. So it says here PS5 could support up to 240 FPS with next Gran Turismo. Dev says frame rate more important than resolution. So this is one of those things right here where shout out to Foxy Games UK when he was talking about you remember and I've said it too. You're still going to get games that are 1440p. You're still going to get games that are 1800p and checkerboarded, but you're going to have better frames per second because some developers are going to target frames and some are going to target resolution. Some will target both. It sounds like Poly Digital. I think that's what Polyphonic Digital is targeting FPS. So, now me personally, this would be great in VR. I hope they're able to get the PS5 to do the VR where we can all VR race. Me, Lincoln Clay, J-Dub City, all VR race. That would be great. If that was if we could do that. So I don't know how that would work, but that's what I'm looking at. So Ryan gave you a code. Oh my goodness. So but I appreciate it. So you think GT7 will support 2 by 1? Yeah, I think you're right on competitive, but I trying not to get too far in front of it. But yeah, this is what I think they mean by the 120 by 120, so 240. But we'll have to wait and see what exactly it is. But I'm excited about this. Of course, this game will run at 8K. It says AKA dynamic 4K will remain for Gran Turismo Sport. Gran Turismo Sport does not have dynamic 4K, Spartan God. It's got checkerboarded 4K. So remember that resolution does not stand. It does not move. Okay, checkerboarding 4. That's why I like checkerboarding 4K is a better resolution than dynamic 4K because dynamic resolutions move. Checkerboarding does not move. So it's reality. So so you think we'll be able to use 2 headsets on the PS5? What do you mean by 2 headsets? So 1800p and GT Sport is already good enough. I don't disagree with that. If they still target what it looks like now, but then they give you 240 frames per second, be still my beating heart. We'll have to wait and see if that's what they do, though. So, but yeah, the game is 1800p. It's checkerboarded up to 4K. And again, like I said before, checkerboarding is going to be still part of what Sony does on the PS5. Do not get into this rut, this expectation that every single game will be 4K native. Okay, just don't do that. All right, you'll be fine. Just have good expectations. Okay, just don't over exaggerate things. Just say, yeah, I understand being excited for it, but because of information like this and because the new VR news and which is I think is great, but at the end of the day, it's still going to be locked into that hardware. Monitor should you save up for? That it depends on if you want to do 1440p. I would start there, but the Asus monitors or Asus monitors, the AOC monitors, not Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez. But there is a video on YouTube you can actually watch about the top monitors. I'm stuck. And remember, I was talking about this last week. I'm stuck. Should I get a 1080p monitor that's this HDR10, or should I get a 1440p monitor with FreeSync? You see what I'm saying? So I would look for one. This got FreeSync. If you're going to go with AMD, I would do that. So, is there a big difference in native 4K and checkerboarding? Yes, a native picture has a sharper look on it. If you want to do a difference test, watch the first 15 minutes of Avengers not Infinity War. Watch the first 15 minutes of Avengers. Yeah, actually watch the first 15 minutes of Avengers Infinity War on Disney Plus. That's 4K native, but it's streamed. Okay. And then stop that movie and put in a 4K version of the Avengers Infinity War, put that in, and then look at the difference of the picture. The picture from the disc is a sharper, harder image, whereas that the stream version has a softer image. So checkerboarding has artifacting in it. And remember, a native picture is always better than a pseudo picture. So, but checkerboarding is good. Gran Turismo looks better at a checkerboarded resolution than Forza looks at a native 4K resolution. That's not according to me. That's not according to like a J-Dub who loves the game. That's not according to the PlayStation Legion. That's according to White Zaddy. Okay, so that's a problem when you use another man's standard, when that other man's standard does not reach what you think it should be, you're gonna get butthurt. So, and again, according to Zaddy, Gran Turismo is a better looking game than Forza is. And Forza is a good looking game. So there you go. So okay, let's look at that one here. Let's look at, because I'm looking at monitors too. I'm telling you now, I can't afford the Samsung one. So I have a Samsung monitor now. Oh my God. This thing ain't even got a price on it. Oh my, 3,000:1 static contrast ratio. It's got a game mode on it. Oh, it's got speakers on it. Well, I hope so. It's got 4 millisecond response time. That's actually pretty damn good. Damn, it's got the enhanced. Yeah, it's got a gaming mode on there. Oh yeah, man. If you're gonna be a bear, be a grizzly. Woo wee. Boy, that's a nice one, man. I can't hate on somebody who's got good taste. But this is the ultra wide monitor. Yeah, I mean, yeah, go ahead and get that one. Like I said, if you're gonna be a bear, be a grizzly. It's about $400. That's only $400. Yeah, shit, I may try to buy that. So Damn. The TVs have full array dimming tech. Yeah. So the whole screen isn't backlit. You can turn it off in zones. Yeah, I mean, again, I prefer gaming on a monitor at this point. It's just it has much better response time. The TV feels sluggish. So that's just it is. What's up, Shadow? It just it is what it is. So he said that's how you know it's expensive. So so after the resolution war, this jet no. The consoles next generation are going to do the exact same things. They're going to do the exact same things. I got to speed this up. It's just that PlayStation will have VR and Xbox won't. They won't. So, but let me get to the God of War 5. So God of War 5 allegedly they're allegedly going to have an announcement on God of War 5 coming out. I have to change this real quick. I'm speeding up because I do have some things to do. So let's see here. There we go. Blah, 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 blah. Yep, here we go. Now this comes from, let's see here. Let me X that out. Let me exit that out. So this comes from Pop Culture Times. So it's so you kind of I'm not this comes from Pop Culture Times. So it says God of War 5 release date, story mode, and how are the graphics and gameplay. This time Kratos and Juan Tan will fight. Or John Tan will fight. So it just pretty much says that they've got their story. And I've left the link in the description here. You guys can go check this out. So God of War 5 is it may have a release date coming up sooner than we think. And story mode, basically they have the story ready to go. So yeah, I got 33 minutes. Thank you. so you should be watching Avengers Endgame in HDR10 on the TV and leave the monitor for game. Yeah, that's what I do. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I have all the Avenger movies. I have Captain Marvel, Black Panther. I've got all 3 of the Iron Man movies. So all in 4K. I got all the Star Wars movies in 4K. So I'm good. What's up, Jay Swoles? So it's almost over when that PS5 revealed. Yeah, they're gonna be good. So all right then, CRU. Yeah, I will today. I definitely will today. I'm 4 days off, so that's why I'm gonna go and get some games. So, as in God of War, a rumor. The story mode, the game itself, no. The release date and story mode, as far as what this story is going to be about, the graphics and things like that. Again, God of War 4 is checkerboarded 4K. So the thought is that the next one will be 4K native. So, but this is just more about how they were able to get the graphics to do what they did and things like that. So again, I enjoy. This is the first God of War I played. That I played. Okay, so I thoroughly enjoyed it. So you can get monitors 55-inch and bigger, but the perfect size monitor is 27 inches. That's like the perfect monitor size, 27. But I can't look. I've looked at ultra wide monitors. There's one at Office Depot. It's not a gaming monitor though. So there's no God of War 5. There's just God of War. Next will be God of War 2 or whatever they get. Well, I mean, it's still God of War 5 as far as the way they're looking at it. So, but like Gran Turismo, it's Gran Turismo 7, but they could just call it. They can call it whatever they want. So technically, it's Gran Turismo like 10 because there's a bunch of Gran Turismo games. So yeah, and shout out to the Nightbot. Yeah, hit the bell, people. Go ahead. Isn't the article a rumor? No, the God of War 5 is being made. And the article is more or less about how they did the graphics and things like that. Now, who he's fighting and stuff like that, that is speculation. But as far as the game coming out, it's coming out. You know, the storyboard is done. It's just a matter of them getting it finished. So your TV is 43-inch, which you were told monitor sizing is different than TV sizing. That's true. That is true. Yeah, I mean, I have a 27-inch monitor. So I'm sorry, is this 24? Yeah, I have a 24-inch monitor, and it looks big. You know, so it looks big. So but it's only 24 inches. You dig? So it is only 24 inches. So let me go back to this. And let me go here. Let me go to the main thing that I'm doing here. Here's where I'm trying to go. There's that. This has got to make this small. Okay. There we go. There's that. Let's see here. Actually, I'll pull this article. All right. So, and because this is kind of dealing with it, and I want people to see this because this is serious. And then you got guys like Matt's Gaming, who's, you know, gone full retard. There we go. Let me share my screen. Okay. So now this is from 13 hours ago. Everybody knows Sony and Facebook. This, if you didn't know, is not going to PAX 2020. Now this just came out 13 hours ago. Sony, Oculus, and Facebook ditched GDC, which again, Facebook owns Oculus, so or owns part of Oculus. But Facebook and Sony, and Facebook being there with Oculus, showing the things Oculus can do, they're not going to GDC or PAX. Now, what Sony and Facebook are doing is they're following. I work in the medical field. I've worked in the medical field since 1994. So I know a thing or two about viruses. The World Health Organization, which reports directly to the United Nations, has been coordinating with the CDC, which is the Centers of Disease Control in Atlanta, Georgia. They are trying to prevent a worldwide epidemic. Right now, this coronavirus, which is extremely deadly, is a deadly virus. Okay, it's a pandemic right now. It is doing. It takes it 3 to 5 days. It takes it 3 to 5 days to show, and some people are saying 7 to 10 days. So anything dealing with Japan, because there was a boat, a cruise ship, a Japanese cruise ship that people got sick on, and now, and shout out to Tron because she was just saying this a couple weeks ago, that there are people in California who have that virus. So it is what it is. So, but I'm showing you all this because this is real life. Okay, this is real life. This is not a game. Now I'm going to move on to Matt's Gaming, the YouTuber. Matt's Gaming, I would have thought Matt's having a son that he's shown, so I'm not doxing him. He has shown his son on his podcast. I would think somebody who has a child or children would be a little more sympathetic to people whose children are actually getting sick. Now, he said yesterday on Twitter, because I saw his tweet, says you all can call me a Game Boy, a fanboy MFer if you want to. Well, that's what you are. You're a fanboy MFer. And I'm glad that nobody had to do an exposure video. Nobody had to talk negative about you. All people had to do was wait to see what you were going to say. And he exposed himself. So to people like Matt's Gaming, Sony showing up, showing games is more important than people's lives. Okay? That's just the way. And Max is an Xbox guy. That's all it showed. Okay, he's an Xbox guy. So why does he care so much about what Sony is doing and not doing? Okay, what was Sony's announcement about PS5? Sony's announcement on PS5 was last month. The president, the CEO of PlayStation, came out and said PS5 is coming. It's going to have blah, 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 blah. And that was at CES 2020. That's it. That's all you need to know. All right. Sony has games coming out next month. MLB The Show comes out next month. I'm buying it. Neo 2, it is third party, but it's marketed, I believe, by Sony. They have the marketing deal. That's going to be more important than PS5, which may not come out to the end of this year, slated to come out at the end of this year. Okay, may not come out till next year. That's a reality, people. That's a reality that you better start looking at, because stopping a virus with no cure, okay, and people are dying, and the way the way this flu works is that we've all had the flu. Okay, we've all had the flu. We're all grown here. You've all been sick, throwing up. You can't hold anything down. You're shivering in bed. You got diarrhea. But what you do have is the ability to breathe correctly. You're able to maintain homeostasis through breathing. This coronavirus that's out now, it attacks your lungs. So if you are already compromised, like you're already sick or taking different kind of medications, you're already immunocompromised, and this virus attacks your lungs, not to mention you can't hold anything down, you're getting dehydrated. This is a killer. This is a killer virus. And also, you got to understand children's immune systems, kids, the little bitty guys, children's immune systems aren't as developed as an adult's immune system. Okay? So but guys like Max Gaming, that doesn't matter, because and shout out to Jay Barry, because he's done a really good video on Final Fantasy VII, which I think was going to be at PAX East. They were going to have like a playable demo of Final Fantasy VII. If you want to see what Final Fantasy VII is going to look like and play, they've got a ton of videos up right now. So you can see what that looks like. The Last of Us Part 2, that game comes out in what, like 100 days, give or take. That game comes out in like 100 whatever days. So that game will be here before you know it. So I'm buying The Last of Us Part 2. I don't need to see gameplay. Okay, I saw enough gameplay where that girl kissed that other girl. I'm talking about she tongue kissed her. Then you got people getting shot in the face. You got people getting their heads halfway cut off. You got people get with axes and stuff. I'm all for that. I'm good. That suits me fine. But see, I'm a grown ass man. So I'm good. My hobby is good. Hey, that game's coming out. I'm looking forward to Final Fantasy VII a lot more than The Last of Us Part 2. I'm on record saying that. So I'm good. I'm happy. Okay. The game coming out is enough for me. But this virus is a killer. So, and it's attacking your lungs. And so when you add the fact that you can't breathe good, and like I said, you're dehydrated, you're going to have a lot of problems. And the reason why my avatar looks different, that is the coronavirus. It's got those protein spikes on it, like all viruses have, and, so the reason why I put that out there is so that you all can see what that thing looked like. Okay, that is an evasive virus. So it is mutated and mutated and mutated to stay alive. Viruses are just as smart as you are. Okay? They take over your cell. They make your cell create. If you want to know how viruses reproduce, because they ain't got no DNA, they got RNA. I'm not talking about the RNA or DNA from AMD. They got their own RNA. They trick your cell into making carbon copies of it. Then as soon as your cell explodes, your immune system attacks the virus. That's why you get a fever because of phagocytosis. But people like Matt's Gaming don't understand that because they're too busy wanting to see, well, I want to see what Sony's going to do. I'm going to tell you what Microsoft has announced that Sony has not announced. What Microsoft has announced is a fucking form factor. That's it. Microsoft has shown people what the console looks like. Microsoft hasn't told you what the GPU is going to be. Microsoft hasn't told you what the bandwidth is going to be. Microsoft hasn't told you what the RAM is going to be. And guess what? Neither has Sony. So what has Microsoft done that Sony hasn't done? They have a form factor. That's it. They've shown a form factor. But for some reason, you got a group of people, like Jemiah Dixon said months ago. You have a group of people, they want this generation to be over. They just want it to be over. Like I said, Xbox X was supposed to be the game changer. It was supposed to be the girl with the big boobs. It was supposed to do all this stuff for these guys, and it didn't do it. The most popular game, the most popular multi-plat game, that Call of Duty Modern Warfare, it looks and runs better on the PlayStation Pro. Okay? It looks and runs better on the PlayStation Pro. That's your most popular game, multiplayer game. Okay? Resident Evil 2 looks better on the PlayStation. They said PlayStation Pro couldn't do 4K or whole 4K textures, yet Devil May Cry 5 and Shadow of the Tomb Raider have 4K textures on them. Again, these guys are liars. They're professional, moist-ass, fruit booty liars, and they want this generation to be over. So I'd rather play MLB The Show than Honey, I Shrunk These Fuck Niggas in the Backyard. I'd much rather play Neo 2 than run around playing some game called Bleeding Gums, which is a friggin' Splatoon ripoff, okay? I'd much rather play The Last of Us Part 2 in Final Fantasy VII than run around, call in the goddamn B2 and play Battletoads. So again, they don't want this. They don't want nothing to be about this, the games, the game. They don't want anything to be about the games. I mean, they don't want to talk about Ori. They don't want to talk about Grounded. They don't want to talk about the beta that just came out with Phantasy Star Online. They don't want to talk about Bleeding Gums. They don't want to talk about Battletoads and stuff like that. And I wouldn't either. When you look at those games, they look like friggin' stuff that we played on the, I don't know, hell, the Sega Genesis. That's what those games look like. You know, so I mean, yeah, we had The Last of Us Part 2 coming, and you got Final Fantasy coming. You know, I just talked about the Avengers game a couple weeks ago, and I'm playing that beta. I will be streaming that beta when it comes out at the end of this year. So, because I'm a big superhero guy, so of course I'm buying that game. And you know, oh, we got some Spider-Man news before I get out of here. Because remember, you had all these moist fruit booties saying that, well, Sony's gonna, so you know, the whole thing with Marvel and all that kind of stuff. So let's look at, you know, this comes out of, let's see, Tom. Ah, there we go. So here we go. Well, actually, let's look at. Well, let's give you something a little more. Let's look at CNET, because people, I don't want people to say, well, this is just fanboy. I mean, you had these moist ass fruit booties online talking about, you know, the whole thing with Sony and Disney and all that stuff. But again, I follow movies. I follow these stories. I told you this was all going to work out. So I'm going to show you this story that was on CNET. And this is from Tom Rothman. He is the chairman of Sony Pictures. And he clearly says here that Spider-Man's Marvel Cinematic Universe adventures may continue after 2021. So if you don't know, Sony and Marvel right now, or Disney, are already negotiating for Spider-Man to stay within the MCU. What Sony wants to do is bring Venom and Carnage and Morbius, who's going to be played by Jared Leto, and all that. They want to bring all that in together, so that way you can have a movie with Blade and Morbius and Spider-Man and Venom and stuff like that. They want to set that up. They're currently negotiating that right now. So for all the people who ran around and said, "Oh, this is falling apart and it's doom and gloom and Sony's horrible," clearly there's multiple articles about this, by the way. This is just the one I pulled because this is from CNET. I don't want people to say, "Well, this is a, this is a fanboy thing." No, this is not a fanboy site. This is a business site. Okay, this is a business site. Now we can do the one here from Sci-Fi. So, and again, let's go ahead and just put this up on the screen. And and now this is from Sci-Fi. That's why the screen changed. But it says Sony and Disney execs hope new deal will keep Spider-Man in the MCU for more films. So again, it's a bunch of people online who don't know what the fuck they're talking about. So should I use keyboard or get a controller for CPU gaming? I use a controller. I don't like keyboard and mouse, but I'm an old man, so I like the keyboard. And again, the Xbox controller, or you can get a third-party or second-party knockoff of it. It just plugs into the USB port. You'll hear this little funny noise the computer makes. You just want to make sure you go to your settings and make sure that the computer recognizes the joystick being there. And then you start playing. You start playing. So, but this shows you how moist as hell these dudes are. Okay. And I'm wanting to show you guys this so that you guys actually have the accurate information, So, and so I want, and now I'm not here to say that Sony's going to have, and again, Spider-Man may be in the Avengers video game. It may be on all platforms. They may put Spider-Man on all platforms because even though that's a game, and Marvel owns a little more of the gaming than the movie, and I'm not getting into that anymore. So, you heard somewhere that Disney are also prepared to give away Marvel game licenses. Well, Disney, they do have their own Marvel games. Marvel has their own games studio. So that's why you're getting the Iron Man VR. That's why they were able to get the Spider-Man game out. That's why we're getting the Avengers game, okay? And again, they're fairly impressed. They being Marvel is impressed with the Spider-Man game. I mean, why would they not be? So, but yeah, they were very saw AMD and NVIDIA stock is up. Yeah, NVIDIA is always up. They're still bullish on NVIDIA stock. Let's see here. AMD stock came down a little bit after the whole Wells Fargo thing, but it's expected to. I got my AMD stock when it was like $17. So I bought 5 shares at 17. So, after taxes, it came like $106. Now, each one of those shares is 3 times. We did this the other day. So I told people to go buy AMD stock, last year. So if you did, you're happy. If you didn't, you got a hole in you. So, but yeah, back to what I was saying before about the coronavirus. So the companies that do things overseas and things like that, they have to react to what the World Health Organization is saying. The World Health Organization is saying, yeah, you all don't. And March is a month away. So Sony leaving GDC and PAX. What does that leave you? Well, I mean, you already know MLB The Show is coming out. You already know Neo 2 is going to come out. That'll carry you through March. Hopefully by April, because that's when Final Fantasy, I believe, comes out. Hopefully by April, the coronavirus is contained. As long as they can contain the virus, that's what I'm about. But there's people like Matt's Gaming and stuff like that. And yes, that's who I would refer to as Jack Reacher. I'm glad he exposed himself. Nobody had to do a negative video on him. And if you go to his comment section, you got people on there going full retard you know, on this stuff. So, and again, this is a killer virus, guys. So, I mean, again, to me, it's more important that people are healthy than playing a video game. You know, and again, I don't care if the PlayStation 5 or Series X get delayed because I'm still playing a bunch of games. I'm still playing Nier Automata. What's up, Thomas? So, but feel about Xbox creating tons of narrative to downplay PS5's momentum. Well, again, that was going to happen, so I do not. It doesn't surprise me. It does not surprise me what they did or what they're trying to do. But again, I mean, I just Sony scared and all that kind of stuff. Okay, they just announced the console last month. Now they're afraid. You know. What's up, Lincoln Clay? What is up? And thanks for listening at work, Thomas. Shout out to you. Also, shout out to CRU Foundational Negro for the $5 holla. I do appreciate it, my brother. That's going towards the CPU. So everybody knows that. So these fools want from impatient fire, who want pain of this generation. Yeah, that's it. That's all it is. That's all they want. So well, yeah, don't worry about him, Jay Swole. He just, I mean, he said some pretty ignorant ass stuff. That's all I can say. It just shows his ignorance. So, you know, that's all I can say. So, you know, yeah, I talked about Xbox at the beginning of the podcast. So, you know, yeah, and I'm glad you had people getting mad. I mean, there's a lot of private things in Discord. Like, people want to go put their hands on him for this bullshit he's on. So, but again, I've said before that, and it is just this bullshit coming out of these guys' mouth at this point. So, and I'm glad that none of you all had to do negative videos on him. Nobody had to do nothing like that. He exposed himself. So that's why I'm disappointed in him, but I'm not shocked. It's just like, damn, is Sony and Facebook, you know, in this case, Sony, leaving a conference where they were going to show 2 games or maybe more, that big a deal when you got people that are dying, physically dying, when you have kids that can't breathe because a mom who may lose her grandmother or her mom. I mean, that's who these people are, though. So I can't sit here. So the people that were saying that he was a big ass fanboy, guess what? You were 100% correct. And I was wrong about him because I didn't think he was this extreme. But, you know, what do you expect? I mean, the guy says he's got a 1070 Ti or something called a 1070, yet he went out and repurchased an Xbox. Why? You got the same games. So it's unbelievable. So the Corona situation could potentially affect E3. E3 may not happen. Yeah, that's a guess. And E3 is what, in June? So we still got plenty of time to get their hands around it. Certainly hope E3 is not affected. Okay, let me make that clear. It gives me 3 months Microsoft access. So Gears of War is going, no Xbox for me at all. The CPU does it all better. Yeah, and Gears plays great on Xbox X. It does. But yeah, you get, I believe with that, you get like 3 months of, like, I don't know if it's Game Pass or Xbox Live. It's something like that. With AMD and Microsoft have a deal right now where AMD is giving away Game Pass for like certain amount of money. So, you know, which is good. So, you know, I got no problem with that. So, there's so many deals on PS Plus. People should be snatching up games they were deemed too expensive to buy. Yeah, and I may be one of those people. I might be one of them. So, but I'm definitely going to look at it. So, and again, like I said, the Xbox X is on sale for $300, guys. at Walmart and Best Buy. I showed that at the beginning of the podcast. You know, so they sold fake outrage, flip-floppers, or flippers this gen, people looking at. Yeah, I mean, again, I just do not understand it. So Sony are taking coronavirus seriously. Well, I mean, again, there was a Japanese boat, a cruise ship, where people sat on that cruise ship for like extra, and it was like a petri dish. Like, wait a minute. You know, you set up there and you got to get rid of, you know, you don't put people that are sick next to people that are healthy. You separate the ones that are healthy. I mean, golly. Yeah, AMD has officially run Intel. Like, Intel's a big joke at this point. So it's stupid to listen to Xbox podcasters saying that the COVID-19 is regular flu when it's very obvious that HIV-related flu, like some may be sick and don't have symptoms. Well, no. That's flu, though. That is flu, okay? Flu, you can have it for like 3 to 5 days and you not show any major symptoms. So, it's why you listening to Xbox game podcasters that know nothing about health, okay? They know nothing about health. That's why you shouldn't listen to them. I at least have a medical background. So, and again, that doesn't mean I know everything. It just means that I'm going to give you a much more rounded, factual story versus an Xbox gamer that's gone full retard. You dig? So, might not get the PS5 or Xbox this year. Production is at least 3 months behind. Okay, fair enough. Oculus already run out of stock and can't get any more because China. Yeah, you're right. And I said earlier, Carl. Yeah, shout out to your brother. Thanks for the comment. I said earlier that you all better be prepared for one or both of these consoles to be delayed till next year. So, I mean, again, I specifically said, and for me, if they both get delayed, fine. I don't care. I'm still trying to play Nier Automata, so which is fine, which is a really good game. You know, once I got the camera to work right, golly, I had to change the camera like 3 times. So problem with this viral outbreak is that China not releasing the full numbers, nor will they let CDC in the help. Well, yeah, I mean, China did not disclose the complete numbers until the World Health Organization kicked their asses and said, look, you are part of the United Nations. You got to give us the correct number. So they finally came out and did it, you know. So, but yeah, this is a killer. You know, it attacks your lungs. I mean, it's bad, man. So, you know, let's see here. If PS5 gets delayed, Xbox gets delayed, both consoles use the same component made from the same factory. Fair enough. I mean, we'll have to wait. Yeah, I do have to go, Spartan God. Fair enough. I mean, I'm not here to say that it will be delayed, but if it does get delayed, don't be shocked. Okay, don't be shocked. That's why it's really good that Sony has games coming out this year to hold people over. And yeah, but because if they come out and say because of Corona, we're gonna sell the PS5 like they announced it at next CES and then it will be coming out, whatever. Are you not gonna go buy it because you had to wait another 3 to 4 months? No, you're gonna still buy it. So yeah. I mean, if you want to, you can. I don't know what they're going to tell you though. But guys, man, 50 people in here. I do appreciate you all coming this morning. Yeah, like I said, man. I mean, there's just some people that are just gone full retard, and Matt's Gaming is one of them. So, and he's the one who said you all can call me a fanboy MFer if you want to, and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's what he is. He's a fanboy MFer. So, all right, then. Like I said, I'm done talking about this at this point. If this comes up on RGT, I'll simply say I spoke on it this morning, and the people, I'll simply say this: the people that are talking negative about this are trying to slant this some other kind of way than what it is. They can wipe their ass with their lips on what they're talking about. So, all right, guys, yeah, that is it from me. I'm going to get on out of here. Shout out to the the CRU, the Foundational Negro, for the Cash App. And you all, I do have to go. I'm running behind right now. All right, then, guys. Shout out to you. I'll be on RGT later on today, God willing. Take it easy, guys. Peace.